So today I'm going to show you how to identify poison ivy when it's not in bloom, before the leaves have shown up and it's just the stalks. Stay tuned. Alright, so today I'm going to show you how to identify poison ivy when it's not in season, before it's got all of its leaves and everything else. This helps you identify it because in different parts of the country, poison ivy looks a little bit different, and out here in the Rocky Mountains we have this type of poison ivy. And even throughout the winter and when it's off season, outside of its normal growth season, when it starts to really sprout, it still contains ursul oil and can still get you rashes and everything like that. So it's important to identify it even throughout the season, identifying as different stages throughout its growth and development. So let's take a look at it right now. So this is poison ivy. The scientific name for it is Toxicodendron rydbergii. It's a perennial plant, usually a woody shrub or vine. And it gets anywhere from 4 to 5 inches up to 6 feet. So poison ivy is in the sumac family and grows anywhere from 3,500 to 9,000 feet in elevation. It's not a solitary plant. It's usually grown, you'll find it in clumps and little microhabitats where you'll see 4 or 5 or more of them together. Alright, so one of the ways you can identify poison ivy is the way it grows up in these shoots. I just touched it. It grows up in these shoots that kind of look like hands reaching up to the sky. And then it has these berries on it that look kind of like white pumpkins. And you see the flowering buds on these ends that come up right about here, where will be the flowers in the next season. So it doesn't necessarily look like an actual ivy or a vine that creeps. They're usually stalks that grow singularly, or they'll kind of branch off in 1 or 2 small branches that come upwards. And you get these pumpkin looking designs on it. That's a key way to identify it. And right now it contains the ursul oil that will give you a rash and make you break out. In a later video I'm going to show you a plant that you can use to kind of cure that, or at least stem the rash or itching. And that's called a sticky gumweed, and I'll show you that later. So that's going to be about it, everybody, for this one. So just keep an eye out and make sure that you're aware of poison ivy. It's easy to identify, but a lot of people, they use the leaves of 3, let it be. And well, right now there's no leaves on it, so it's really hard to identify unless you know what you're looking for. And the pumpkin patch look on the tip of it really makes it easy to identify. And the more you see it and the more you make a note of it as you look at it, will make it easier to see in the future. So just keep an eye out for that. And then I'll show you later on down the road sticky gumweed, which is a plant which you can use to slow or get rid of the rash from it. And I'm actually going to do a demonstration where I'll rub poison ivy on myself, and then I'll use the sticky gumweed to cure it, if you will. So I can show how that works, and you guys will get an idea of that. So that's going to be it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and please share this video with everybody. It really helps me grow the channel. Thanks, everyone. Have a good one. Bye.
Or if I just tackled you.
That would be painful. There's lots of rocks.
But you would land downhill.
Yeah, very hard.
Right, but I'd have a soft landing.
You would.
So that's what would matter.
Absolutely. Am I? Oh, I am recording.